भैया यहाँ से लड़ रहे हैं, भैया के लिए खुश हूँ, रायबरेली के लिए भैया काम करेंगे, मैं भी काम करूँगा। बहुत
और आज 21वीं बार फिर से अमेठी से भागकर रायबरेली में पर्चा डाला।
Hello and welcome to this India Today special coming to you from the road between Amethi and Raebareli. This is where the politics has played out today, with the Congress throwing a bit of a googly, deciding that Rahul Gandhi will not contest from Amethi but instead from neighbouring Raebareli. From Amethi, the Congress has chosen someone who's been a personal assistant and a loyalist to the Gandhi family here, KL Sharma. The BJP, of course, has put up Smriti Irani here, and she clearly is now seeing this as the Congress running away from the battleground. However, the Congress says this is part of an artful strategy that they've adopted, and Priyanka Gandhi Vadra, who will not contest, will continue to manage Amethi and Raebareli for the party. What does all this mean in the bastion of the Gandhi family for decades? That's going to be our top focus. First, take a look at today's top story.
The successor chooses one of the two family seats in Uttar Pradesh. Surrounded by his mother, sister and party chief Mallikarjun Kharge, Rahul Gandhi submits his nomination from Raebareli in UP. A seat former Congress President Sonia Gandhi had held since 2004, before vacating it this year to become an MP in the upper house, the Rajya Sabha from Rajasthan.
साहब क्या बोल रहा है?
बहुत खुश हूँ, भैया यहाँ से लड़ रहे हैं, भैया के लिए खुश हूँ, रायबरेली के लिए भैया काम करेंगे, मैं भी काम करूँगा। बहुत खुश।
तो मैम आपको उम्मीद है यहाँ पे कि जो है अमेठी को लेकर
दोनों में जीतेंगे,
आप लोग उम्मीद है?
पक्का जीतेंगे।
About 60 kilometers
What
away,
is coming up next,
Amethi
guys?
is without a Gandhi for the first
I
time in
cannot
a
do
quarter
this show like
century.
this.
A native of Ludhiana, KL Sharma, linked with the Gandhi family since 1983, has filed his nomination from the seat without the high-profile political spectacle seen in Raebareli.
नामांकन हमने जनता के उस पे किया है, तो जनता हमारे को चुनाव लड़ा रही है और हमारे कार्यकर्ता लड़ा रहे हैं और हम लोग उस चुनाव को लड़ रहे हैं।
The Gandhis held Amethi from 1980 to 1991. The constituency went without a Gandhi for the next 8 years. In 2024, Amethi again has no candidate from the Gandhi family. After Rahul Gandhi lost it to the BJP Smriti Irani by over 55,000 votes in 2019.
अमेठी से गांधी परिवार का ना लड़ना इस बात का संकेत है कि कांग्रेस पार्टी चुनाव में एक वोट पड़ने से पहले ही अमेठी से अपना हार स्वीकार कर चुकी है, क्योंकि अगर उन्हें लगता कि यहाँ जीत की कोई भी गुंजाइश है तो वो यहाँ से लड़ते, अपने प्रॉक्सी को ना लड़ाते।
Rahul Gandhi is contesting for the Lok Sabha from two seats once again. One from his current constituency, Wayanad in Kerala, where elections have already taken place, and the other now from Raebareli in UP, previously held by Prime Minister Indira Gandhi and then his mother Sonia. With Rahul Gandhi leading the Congress party's electoral battle, his sister Priyanka has opted to remain out of the electoral test, choosing instead to work as the party's star campaigner. On their part, the Gandhis appear to have strategically shifted focus to Raebareli from Amethi, where incumbent Smriti Irani has repeatedly challenged Rahul Gandhi to a fight. With Abhishek Mishra, Samarth Srivastav, Mosmi Singh and Preeti Chaudhary, Bureau Report, India Today.
Now, remember, the focus was therefore on Rahul Gandhi, who earlier today filed his nomination from Raebareli. This is a seat that Sonia Gandhi has vacated this time and moved to the Rajya Sabha. It's a seat which has been a Gandhi bastion. Firoz Gandhi, the grandfather, contested here in 1952 and 57. Indira Gandhi won 3 times starting in 67, lost in 77 once, the only time a member of the Gandhi family has lost from Rai Bareli. And then Sonia Gandhi won on 6 occasions. Therefore, the mood at the Rai Bareli headquarters of the Congress was jubilant that Rahul Gandhi is now fighting from there. This is where I caught up with Pramod Tiwari, the Congress MP, and one of the few senior Congress leaders still enduring in this part of Uttar Pradesh. I asked him the big question. Why did Rahul Gandhi leave Amethi for Rai Bareli? Why is Priyanka Gandhi Vadra not contesting? Listen to what Pramod Tiwari had to say.
प्रमोद जी, आप हमें बताइए, राहुल गांधी का फैसला कि रायबरेली से लड़ना और प्रियंका गांधी वाड्रा का फैसला कि वो चुनाव नहीं लड़ेगी, क्या संदेश दे रहा है? ये बीजेपी कह रही है कि राहुल गांधी अमेठी से भाग गए हैं।
देखिए, बीजेपी पहले कह रही थी कि वो अमेठी रायबरेली उत्तर प्रदेश से भाग गए हैं, फिर धीरे से नीचे उतर के आए, उनका अपनी परंपरागत सीटों से भाग गए हैं, दोनों छोड़ दिया है। अब आज ये कह रहे हैं कि वो अमेठी से रायबरेली आ गए। उनको थोड़ा सा अगर सुन रहा हो कोई तो समझ जाए कि ये इंदिरा गांधी की सीट है, ये इंदिरा गांधी की सीट है। फिर जब सोनिया जी एक राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष हुई तो उनकी सीट हुई, और अब हमारे सर्वोच्च नेता इस समय राहुल गांधी जी हैं, तो रायबरेली का नाता गांधी परिवार से, जब से गांधी परिवार आया, उसके पहले फिरोज गांधी जी होते रहे।
नहीं, आप कह रहे हैं रायबरेली पारिवारिक सीट है, आपका कहना है कि रायबरेली एक तरह से गांधी फैमिली की ओरिजिनल पारिवारिक सीट है।
ये भी कह रहा हूँ और ये भी जोड़ रहा हूँ कि अमेठी से भी उतना लगाव रहा, क्योंकि राजीव जी वहाँ हुए, सोनिया जी रही, राहुल जी रहे, तो अब दो में से एक अगर चुनना है तो इंदिरा गांधी की सीट में क्या बुराई है?
नहीं, कोई बुराई नहीं है, लेकिन ये बीजेपी को तो मौका मिल गया ना ये कहने के लिए। स्मृति ईरानी कह रही है भाग गए, मुझसे डर गए हैं।
उनसे तो हर आदमी डर जाएगा, जैसी हैं वो अच्छा है, उससे मतलब नहीं, लेकिन उनको तो किशोरी लाल शर्मा ही हरा देंगे। कारण ये है कि किशोरी लाल शर्मा वहाँ एक एक कार्यकर्ता को 91 से जानते हैं।
ये मुझे बताइए, प्रियंका गांधी वाड्रा नहीं लड़ रही है, इससे क्या मैसेज जा रहा है कि प्रियंका गांधी वाड्रा केवल कैंपेन करेंगी? क्या वो भी अगर चुनाव न लड़े तो क्या मैसेज गया है?
2 मैसेज जाते हैं
जी।
एक तो भाजपा कल कहती, आप पूछ रहे होते, हाँ। मैं जवाब दे रहा होता कि पूरा परिवार लड़ गया, ठीक है ना, उसका जवाब मिल गया, नहीं भाई पूरा परिवार नहीं लड़ रहा है। दूसरा, कैंपेन में इस समय प्रियंका गांधी की जितनी मांग है राहुल जी की तरह ही बराबर ही करीब करीब, तो एक किसी को तो बाहर रहना है जो पार्टी के लिए करे। तो ये परिवारवाद वाला अब आप नहीं पूछ पा रहे हो, मुझे नहीं जवाब देना पड़ रहा है, इसलिए ये सोच समझ के
नहीं, बीजेपी अभी भी कहेगी परिवारवाद की राय, जैसे आपने कहा ये पारंपरिक सीट है गांधी परिवार की, वो कहेंगे ये परिवारवाद है कि आप किसी दूसरे को दे देते रायबरेली की सीट। और ये भी डर है कि अगर राहुल गांधी दोनों सीट जीत जाते हैं, रायबरेली वायनाड, वो निकल जाएंगे वायनाड और रायबरेली, फिर कौन लड़ेगा?
तब आप पूछना, तब मैं जवाब दूंगा। अभी का सवाल सिर्फ इतना समझ लीजिए कि बीजेपी पहले मुझे इस बात का जवाब दे कि पाकिस्तान को ले आई है मैदान में, चुनाव के मैदान में। कल से शुरू हो गया ना मोदी जी का रोना, तो कौन गया था नवाज शरीफ के घर बिना बुलाए? कौन गया था वहां पर उनकी माता जी के चरणों में झुक जाने के लिए? तो पाकिस्तान प्रेम तो उनका है, वही तो पठानकोट बुला के लाए थे उनकी एजेंसी को। तो अब भारतीय जनता पार्टी का काम है 10 साल से सत्ता में है, वो जवाब दे, हमें नहीं जवाब देना है, हमें तो सवाल पूछना है।
रायबरेली और
Okay, let's raise the big questions then. What explains Rahul Gandhi's choice of seat to leave Amethi and go to Raebareli? Was there a fear of loss that made the Congress decide that Rahul should skip Amethi? Is Raebareli a safe seat for the Congress at the moment? Will the seat switch demoralize the Congress cadre? Just some of the questions that we will raise. I'm joined now by 2 of our reporters who've been tracking this. My colleague Preeti Chaudhary is here. She's been cutting across Amethi for the last couple of days. And Maushmi Singh is in Raebareli. She's been speaking there to several Congress leaders. First to you, Maushmi Singh. You've been speaking to several Congress leaders. How are they seeing it, particularly when they speak to you privately? Do they concede that they too were taken by surprise? They thought that Rahul Gandhi would go to Amethi, Priyanka Gandhi possibly from Raebareli, or they believe this is part of strategy?
Perhaps, Rajdeep, nothing was in their control, and they knew whatever decision would be made, it had to be justified. So it had to be justified by saying it's a masterstroke, it's a great strategy, is what the social media and public statements read out. But behind closed doors, someone would say it's an opportunity lost in Amethi. They would be hoping that it would have a greater impact if Rai Bareli and Amethi both were contested by the Gandhis. It would impact the entire Awadh region of Uttar Pradesh and further on the other next phases of elections. And that's what the Congress leaders do concede, and the entire suspense had to be, in fact, later quoted as a great strategy. Even Jairam Ramesh going out to put out that tweet. So clearly, the Congress perhaps doing the damage control and the quick fixes, announcing KL Sharma as the candidate. Let me tell you that had they really planned this and it was a strategy, KL Sharma would have known that he is going to contest. He got a call yesterday evening to start his preparations. So really, the Congress did try to put up a front saying that it's a great masterstroke, but we will only know when the results roll out and the results of Amethi tell another story.
With me is also Preeti Chaudhary. Preeti, you were there yesterday when there were these excited Congress workers here in Amethi expecting Rahul Gandhi to come out and contest. There were posters coming up of Priyanka Gandhi Vadra and Rai Bareli. Is there a sense of their enthusiasm having got dampened by the fact that Kishori Lal Sharma, who's really a personal assistant to the Gandhis, has been chosen and Rahul Gandhi has moved out of Amethi?
Of course, you can't take that away, Rajdeep. And ever since the last couple of days, I'm not just talking about the cadre. We've been trying to speak. There are, other than Amethi, there are 4 Vidhan Sabhas, 5 in total that make the Lok Sabha of Amethi. I've been through 3 of them, and some of them are completely, eastern UP rural, belts as well. And we've spoken to people, and there was, which wasn't there in 2019. We'd seen a bit of disillusionment with Rahul Gandhi in the same belt where we went this time. They seem to be, is baar leke aana hai. कि उस गलती हो गई, इस बार लेके आना है वापस राहुल बाबा को, stuff like पर्चा भर दें, बाकी हम पर छोड़ दें. This was the kind of language we were getting. But there is disappointment, especially where the voter in the cadre is concerned. But having said that, the BJP is going to have a field day. We've just come from a rally of Smriti Irani. And right before that, when the local leaders were speaking, they're going to drill into the voters' mind now. Thus, that, what they said, 10 years, 10 साल तक राहुल गांधी गांधी परिवार ने राज किया, अब अपने PA से कराना चाहते हैं. So it's चुनावी भाषा or local language, but this is what the BJP is going to go big on. Now it remains to be seen what really comes good. Priyanka Gandhi says post the 6th, she's going to camp out in Amethi and it will be her personal battle here. But she's not on the ticket.
That's right. As Preeti says, in a way, Kishori Lal Sharma here in Amethi will be seen as little more than a proxy candidate for the Gandhi family. We'll come back to Preeti and Maushmi later in the show. But let me get in at this moment. Siddharth Yadav is spokesperson of the BJP. Charan Singh Sapra is Congress spokesperson. Ashutosh is a senior journalist and author. And Rashid Kidwai, journalist and author. Thanks very much for joining us, all of you. Charan Singh Sapra, I want an honest answer from you. Are you taken by surprise? Are you disappointed? Would you have preferred Rahul Gandhi going into battle with Smriti Irani?
No, not at all disappointed. No Congress worker is disappointed with this decision. Let me tell you that Rai Bareli is a traditional Gandhi family seat. And I feel it's a karma bhumi of Gandhi family. And rightfully, Shri Rahul Gandhi has taken over that seat. How we look at it. We look at it like, that Shri Rahul Gandhi is taking the reins from Srimati Sonia Gandhi. I would like to remind you that what Srimati Sonia Gandhi wrote in her letter. She said कि मैं छोड़ रही हूँ, लेकिन मैं आपके मन में और मेरे प्राण आपके साथ रहेंगे. These were the lines which she had written in the letter. Now the same thing when Rahul Gandhi takes over Rai Bareli, यानी सोनिया जी का मन और सोनिया जी के जो प्राण है वो राय बरेली के साथ में जुड़े रहेंगे. This is the thing, this is a message which we are giving. And of course you also know the history that Gandhi family, lot many leaders were there who first contested Amethi and then contested Raebareli. And Rahul Gandhi ji contesting from Raebareli will also make a big impact and big support to Mr. KL Sharma in Amethi. And KL Sharma is a long-time loyalist. He's not a new person. He's not a simple karyakarta. 40 years service into Raebareli and Amethi he has been giving.
Okay.
And he's a very big strategist also. So a responsible leader has been given the ticket over there.
Okay, you're saying you've given it to a party loyalist, a karyakarta. I just want to read out what Rahul Gandhi has tweeted, the English translation. Nomination from Raebareli was an emotional moment for me. My mother has entrusted me with the responsibility of the family's workplace with great confidence, given me the opportunity to serve it. Amethi and Raebareli are not different from me. Both are my family, and I'm happy that Kishori Lal ji, who's been serving the area for 40 years, will represent the party from Amethi. In the ongoing fight for justice against injustice, I seek the love and blessings of my loved ones. I'm confident that all of you will stand with me in this fight to save the constitution and democracy. Santosh Yadav, the BJP seems to be suggesting Rahul Gandhi has run away. Rahul Gandhi says, I'm not going anywhere. I'm in Raebareli. This is also my family constituency. They don't want to give Smriti Irani the importance that they say she does not deserve. Your response?
Rajdeep, first of all, I'll correct you. My name is Siddharth Yadav, and thank you for having me on your show. Rajdeep, there's a very famous saying about democracy, that democracy is by the people, for the people, and of the people. But for the Congress party, it is by the family, for the family, and of the family. There's nothing beyond to that. The Lalla of Congress party has finally ran away from Amethi and taken his mother's seat. The Putramo has the Putramo of politics has come out, and now Rahul Gandhi has been entrusted with the responsibility of Raebareli. But the person who ran away from Amethi, who ran away from Wayanad, who promised the people of Wayanad while he was contesting there, he never ever uttered, I'll go to another seat, and he said, the people of Wayanad are my family. Who ran away from Wayanad will not have the opportunity to run away from Raebareli, because the people of Raebareli are not going to trust him with their vote this time. The Congress party, I think this is an opportunity that the democracy of this country has to be rejoiced. This is an opportunity when the people of this country have shown to the first family of the Congress party that you can think that the areas like Amethi and Raebareli can be your Bapoti. You can think that areas like Amethi and Raebareli can be your Jagir, but they are not. You do not own them. The people of this country, and Rahul Gandhi is anti-development. Wherever development happens, Rahul Gandhi will have to run away. Development happened in Amethi, he had to run away. 1 lakh people homes for 1 lakh people were built in the last 5 years by Smriti Irani ji. That is the reason he had to run away. 4 crore people got toilets. That is the 4 crore families got toilets. That is the reason Rahul Gandhi had to run away. People are getting the Kisan Samman Nidhi. Development is happening. Medical college came up. The railway bridge came up. The bypass came up. That is the reason Rahul Gandhi had to run away. Wherever you will find Vikas, you will not find Rahul Gandhi. This is the reality. I think the entire people of Amethi and Raebareli and the entire country is rejoicing today that this Shehzada Parivar has, they're finally being shown the mirror.
Okay, you're saying this is a Shehzada Parivar, this is Parivarvad, where they can pick and choose their constituencies. You want to jump in on that, Ashutosh, because we were discussing this only yesterday, and you believe that Rahul Gandhi and the Gandhi family, or indeed the Congress, has the right to choose where they want to contest. There is no preordained decision that they have to contest from Amethi. Do you see this as strategy, as the Congress is claiming that we don't want Rahul Gandhi to be bogged down in Amethi, we want him to travel across the country? Or do you think the Congress is clutching at straws?
See, Rajdeep, what is the strategy if it doesn't surprise you? So it has surprised the media fraternity, it has surprised BJP. I think the strategy is working. If a strategy, everybody knows that this is not a strategy at all. So the point is very simple. The language you have just seen what the Siddharth Yadav is talking about, Shehzada. This is giving a communal color to the entire election. I'm not getting into that, how the Shehzada is different from the Rajkumar, but Shehzada is basically a mindset which BJP want to impose on this country. The fact, let's come to the fact. The Atal Bihari Vajpayee contested in 1957 from 3 constituencies, Balrampur, Lucknow and Mathura. In Mathura, he lost his deposit. In Lucknow, he lost. In Balrampur, he's won. He continued in Balrampur, but again in 1971, he left Balrampur and goes to Gwalior. You know why? Because the margin of victory was very little, and he knew that if he further contests from Balrampur, he will lose. So he ran away. Then again he then from Gwalior he contests New Delhi 1980. In 1984 he again goes back to the Gwalior because the difference was only 5,000 votes. So so nobody said that Atal Bihari Vajpayee ran away. Nobody insulted Atal Bihari Vajpayee.
Does that mean that Rahul Gandhi? Does that mean that Rahul Gandhi saw Rai Bareli as the safe seat, and he was worried that he could lose Amethi?
Objection of that, and I wish to respond to that.
No, Rajdeep. My point is simple.
No, what?
Rajdeep, I wish to respond to that. I have strong objections to register.
This political culture.
I will let you respond later. Let him complete.
My objection is about the political culture and the language which has been used. Every attempt is being made to insult Rahul Gandhi, Nehru Gandhi family. If he doesn't want, if he had decided to contest from Amethi, who is okay? He ran away. Sonia Gandhi ran away from Raebareli. Everybody knows that the Sonia Gandhi is not keeping well. But the kind of language which has been used by the BJP to insulting Sonia Gandhi, trying to discredit Sonia Gandhi, that shows their political culture. My objection is about the political culture and the language. So if the similar language could have been used by against Atal Bihari Vajpayee, he ran away from so many constituencies. He ran away from Mathura, ran away from Balrampur, ran away from Lucknow, ran away from Gwalior, ran away from New Delhi. My objection is about the language. It's a part of a strategy of a political party and the leader from where he want to contest. Atal Bihari Vajpayee wanted to contest from so many constituencies because he had to broad base his party, not because he was running away from one constituency to another constituency. So it is this political culture and the language which is objectionable, and that should be condemned.
Siddharth Yadav, Rahul Gandhi is contesting from two constituencies, Wayanad and Raebareli. Now that's his right to choose the constituencies that he wants to fight from. Just as it is the right of Narendra Modi in 2014 to contest from Vadodara and from Varanasi. Why is it that the BJP feels so strongly that Rahul Gandhi, why is the BJP deciding where Rahul Gandhi should contest from? That's for Rahul Gandhi and the Congress to decide, isn't it?
Rajdeep, first of all, I'll reply to what Ashutosh was saying. And I have a suggestion for Ashutosh. Ashutosh, you should remove the name analyst from the designation that you keep, because if you are analyzing that Lal Krishna Advani and Atal Bihari Vajpayee can be compared to Rahul Gandhi, then what kind of analysis are you doing? I'm not sure. Lal Krishna Advani and Atal Bihari Vajpayee were self-made leaders. Wherever they contested on their merits. You remove the Gandhi from Rahul Gandhi, he can't even win a Sarpanch election in Raebareli or Amethi. He can't win a Parshad election there. And you are comparing them with stalwarts like Lal Krishna Advani and Atal Bihari Vajpayee. The only merit Rahul Gandhi has and the only choice Rahul Gandhi has to contest from Raebareli is because of the Paramparik seat, because his forefathers fought there, because that the Gandhi family has been fighting there. And then you want to sit here and make an analysis of what he's doing. And then, next, Ashutosh is saying that we were surprised. We are not surprised. We invited you to fight from Amethi and we told you that you won't. We told you, come fight from Amethi. We told you, 15 years this place has given you the due respect. 15 years the people of Amethi chose you. The 15 years they sent you to the temple of democracy. 5 years you lost and you ran away. And you're asking us that why should we decide that where he's contesting? We invited him to contest Rajdeep, but he did not.
Okay.
The reason for that is
let Ashutosh,
because he
let
knows
Siddharth, you've had your word. Let Ashutosh now respond.
Did not go back to Amethi even after once.
Rajdeep, in 1991, Lal Krishna Advani contested Rajdeep, in 1991, Lal Krishna Advani contested from New Delhi. The difference was only of 1,500 votes. And the next time we never seen Lal Krishna Advani contesting from Gandhinagar. Did he run away? Did he run away? Should we ridicule Lal Krishna Advani? No, we should not. But unfortunately, the political culture is such. Now, the issue is that the people are electing Nehru Gandhi family from 1952 onwards. What right others have to ridicule them? Are they elected the way BJP presidents are elected in the BJP? That nobody knows when the election has ever happened in the BJP. The issue is, if they are dynasts, yes, I agree the dynasty should not be here. But the fact is, they are elected by the people. And the democracy is by the people, for the people. So if BJP believes in democracy, they should respect the verdict of the people that from 1952 onwards, Nehru Gandhi family has been elected and they remained the prime ministers for many times. And look how the Rajiv Gandhi has been insulted, again abused from the top. And the man who was martyred, instead of celebrating his martyrdom, if you're trying to insult him, trying to ridicule him, it is this political culture that I object, and I'd say it's bad for Indian democracy.
Rashid Kidwai, give us some historical context to the fact that this corner of Uttar Pradesh, where I am in the moment, has been dominated by the Gandhis. Jawaharlal Nehru contested first election not too far away from here in Phulpur on the way to Allahabad. Then you had Firoz Gandhi at the same time contesting those first two elections, Indira Sonia Gandhi. And you had in the case of Amethi, Sanjay Gandhi, Rajiv Gandhi, Rahul Gandhi. Do you get a sense that maybe they took this area for granted after a while, and as the winds of change have blown through UP, they've blown through this part as well? Give us some historical context. What was it like then and what is it like now?
Yeah, so Rajdeep, this has always been a case. You see, our constitution or parliamentary system makes no distinction between sort of dynasty winning election or non-dynasty winning election, both. And people of Amethi and Raebareli have actually voted for Gandhi, but they've also rejected Gandhi. In 1977, Indira Gandhi lost to Rajnaran. I remember when Rajnaran came to Raebareli to make his victory speech. What did he say, Rajdeep? He said, तुमने देवी बा जैसी महिला इंदिरा गांधी को वोट नहीं दिया, तो तुम मुझे क्या दोगे? तो मेरे पास काम लेके मत आना. So he gave a very different kind of spin to his victory. Point I'm saying is that in 1998, Captain Satish Sharma, who was a Sonia Gandhi nominee, he lost from Amethi. So there are a lot of instances where people of Amethi and Raebareli have rejected them. Political loyalty between voter and a candidate and member of parliament is highly transactional. Now that Gandhis were not able to do much about Amethi Raebareli because the state government was not listening to them or were not doing their work. Remember, nursing a constituency is not a only criteria for member of parliament. Member of parliament is supposed to make laws for the country and look after the country. This is a later day innovation that we have, that MPs.
No, the question is, did they nurse it enough? You see, Charan Singh Sapra, we've seen over the last 30 years the Congress losing ground in Uttar Pradesh to the point where these two constituencies, Amethi and Raebareli, are the last fortresses left. Now, if Rahul Gandhi abandons Amethi, then there's only one fortress left, Raebareli. This is exactly what the BJP wanted. The BJP will say, ab to keval Raebareli bach gayi hai.
See, Rajdeep, this is the BJP's arrogance we are watching. And like the BJP spokesperson on the panel, he was talking. Your viewers have also seen his arrogance. He was saying that we have invited Rahul Gandhi to contest from Amethi. Arey, who are you? आप कौन होते भाई Rahul Gandhi जी को समझाने वाले कि यहाँ से contest करो? Let me ask BJP, why are they not contesting 3 seats in Kashmir? The Anantnag Rajouri seat, the Baramulla seat or the Srinagar seat, why the BJP is not contesting? अरे 370 पे आपकी पूरी राजनीतिक दुकान चल रही है और वो 370 के आधार पर पूरे देश में आप वोट लेना चाह रहे हो, and you are not contesting 3 seats in Jammu and Kashmir where you have implemented Article 370. With what face you are talking? And if you are challenging this way to Rahul Gandhi, let me also challenge Narendra Modi. Let Narendra Modi, he should have contested from Kerala from any seat. If not, why not from any seat in Kerala? He should have opted for any seat in Tamil Nadu. Why Narendra Modi is not going on those seats? You have a right in democracy to choose your seats. So Congress party has chosen its seats. Why is BJP worried? You talk on the actual issues of the country. Now you talk on inflation, you talk on rising unemployment, you talk on the financial disparity, you talk on electoral bond. You have no answers for the electoral bond corruption. You don't have answer for Prajwal Revanna. You don't have answers for all the demerits of Narendra Modi for 10 years. You should actually give a report card of 10 years, and instead you are trying to deflect someday Pakistan, someday inherent tax, someday Musalman, Mangal Sutra. What is this going on? Are you thinking, or BJP is thinking, that people of India, the 130 crore people of India are fools? Narendra Modi will fool them and they will vote for Kamal. Kamal मुरझा रहा है, ये आपको भी पता है कि कमल मुरझाने वाला है. इसीलिए नरेंद्र मोदी बौखलाए हैं. In Maharashtra he comes and he tells Sharad Pawar कि ये भटकती आत्मा है. What is the language of Prime Minister? Prime Minister should be deployed at every level, and people of India are going to show them in this election.
If you don't allow me to rebuttal, I'll have to speak in
Modi and Mudda.
But this can't go that way.
एक तरफ Modi है और दूसरी तरफ मुद्दे हैं.
Okay, Charan Singh Sapra, you had a word. Siddharth, I'll give you 30 seconds to respond. You see, Siddharth, the Congress isn't telling Narendra Modi where to contest. Why should the BJP tell Rahul Gandhi where to contest? Tomorrow, Narendra Modi can contest from a southern state. This is a 543 constituencies. Whoever contests from where, at the end, who gets 272 wins this race,
right.
Not who wins Amethi or Rai Bareli.
Rajdeep, I was objecting in the middle because I knew that you would get mesmerized when the Congress spokesperson is speaking and probably will not give me enough time, but I'll just take 40 seconds. Congress spokesperson was saying that we are worried. We are not worried. Why would we be worried? Congress party who used to declare Amethi and Rai Bareli in their first seat had to come down to last few hours for declaration, and they are telling us that we are worried. We are not, sir. Your bastion, the bastion that you used to call it, your family, the first family of Congress party is unable to decide that they will be able to contest from Amethi or Rai Bareli. We are not worried.
Well, the big story, of course, is Rahul Gandhi has filed his nomination from Rai Bareli, not from Amethi. He's not contesting from there. And Priyanka Gandhi Vadra has also chosen not to contest at all. Now, all of this has put a lot of the attention today on Smriti Irani, the BJP's candidate here in Amethi. A short while ago, I caught up with Smriti Irani to find out how she saw Rahul Gandhi's decision. Look at this interview with Smriti Irani as we continue our coverage here on India Today.
Rahul Gandhi's decision not to contest from Amethi. What is your clear message that you believe this decision has sent? Rahul Gandhi choosing not to contest from Amethi.
I think it's nothing less than history that the family has given up its so-called bastion. But this is not the first time Rahul Gandhi has run away from Amethi. You were witness to 2019 when he left Amethi to fight from Wayanad as well. Today, for the family to declare defeat by leaving Amethi in itself is significant because this is exactly what the Prime Minister said during his entire Lok Sabha interviews that he has given, that particularly the Gandhi stand will look for an alternative seat. But today also the lies that were said by the Congress party, particularly to the people of Wayanad, they stand exposed. I think in the interest I think that in the interest of transparency, Mr. Gandhi, before Wayanad went to vote, should have told the people of Wayanad that he intends to fight from another seat as well. So I think that today the hypocrisy of the family stands exposed.
Jairam Ramesh has said that Smriti Irani's will now be irrelevant because this was our strategy, that we didn't want to make it Rahul versus Smriti Irani.
I didn't know that the entire Congress party was so dedicated to carving out a strategy only to diminish me. I didn't know that I was that important.
What is it that Smriti Irani feels she has done for Amethi that you believe the Gandhis have not? If I were to ask you 1, 2, 3, what are the three things?
I think that the Gandhi family has best answered what Smriti Irani has done by running away from here. But
you don't think it's a strategy? You don't think it's a strategy they've done? They don't want to give Smriti Irani the importance.
Mr. Sardesai, do you think I'm getting importance today?
No, because you were in 2019 the giant killer. So naturally there was a lot of focus on you, and the feeling is that if this time Rahul Gandhi had contested, it would have been round 3 of your battle.
May I respond? I think that for the entire Congress party to say that their entire strategy, energy was focused only on Smriti Irani is a huge compliment. Because that means that I was extremely important for them as a political activist, and that they had dedicated much of their time to who I was and what I could do on the ground. Insofar as what we have done in the past 5 years in Amethi, please remember 2 years we were confronted with Corona, as was the rest of the world. In 3 years, Prime Minister Modi helped build 1,14,000 homes, gave toilets to 4 lakh individual households, gave water connections to 3.5 lakh homes, gave gas connection to 2,20,000 homes, made sure that 1.5 lakh families received an electricity connection. The issue that one needs to ask is, 50 years this was the Gandhi bastion. Why were 4 lakh families, and if you look at the family size of 4 per person, why were 16 lakh people defecating in the open during the Gandhi family reign in Amethi? That is something that the Gandhi family needs to answer. Why were 1.5 lakh families bereft of electricity? That is something the Gandhi family needs to answer. Why did 3.5 lakh families have no water connection? That's something the Gandhi family needs to answer. Amethi did not have a chief medical officer's office. That was built. Did not have a collectorate. That was built. Fire stations being built. Police line never existed here. Built. Dialysis center never existed here. Built. Medical college never existed here. Built. The first fertilizer rack for Amethi came courtesy Prime Minister Modi. Krishi Vigyan Kendra, soil testing labs. The Amethi bypass. The list is endless, and that is why they had to flee today.
Social and economic indicators still of Amethi
Well, they got 50 years. And
they are still lower than many districts of Uttar Pradesh.
As somebody whose wife represents the TMC,
yes,
I think you need to be very, very poignant and mindful of the fact they had 50 years.
Yes.
I had just 5 years.
But I take your point. No, look, I'm asking you questions.
I appreciate being told about the social indicators of Amethi.
Yes.
I think that's what the Gandhi family needs to talk about. That for 50 years, when they had Ek Chhatra Raj in Amethi, why is it that the social indicators were lesser than the national average?
Right.
Doesn't that speak about their exemplary and disappointing leadership aptitude?
Now they've replaced Rahul Gandhi with Mr. KL Sharma, who says, मैं चप्पा चप्पा जानता हूँ अमेठी का, मैं 30 साल 40 साल से मैंने यहाँ काम, I am the rooted leader.
नहीं जनता नहीं कुछ करे नहीं कुछ नहीं करे राहुल.
KL Sharma
यहाँ जनता ऊपर 95 नहीं करता है. KL शर्मा मतलब कुछ नहीं.
कांग्रेस में था 25 साल से. हाँ. और मैं सब जानता हूँ. वहाँ पर जो व्यवस्था है किसी तरह का कोई काम अमेठी में नहीं हुआ है. जो पहले काम हुआ था.
स्मृति जी ने क्या किया जो राहुल गांधी ने नहीं किया?
दीदी जी ने 19 में जब यहाँ आई थी यही प्रोग्राम हुआ था. अब दोबारा आई है. यही जो रोड आप आ रहे हैं ना, ये 7 मीटर की थी या 14 मीटर की है. ठीक है. एक ग्राम सभा में 25-25 करोड़ रुपए खर्च हुआ है, लगा है. जैसे 10 करोड़ का हमारे गांव में बटा है वो आयुष्मान कार्ड. 2 करोड़ रुपए की टंकी बनी है. 2 करोड़ की कॉलोनी है. 150 करोड़ हमारे गांव में आई है. 20 करोड़ का एक गांव में काम हुआ है. 1200 ग्राम सभा है. आप जोड़ लीजिए.
So you are not worried about KL Sharma at all? No, you are not worried. Are you taking? Do you believe it's a done deal? ये election एक मिनट, ये election खत्म हो गया. Yes.
If the Gandhi family thought there's an iota or an inkling or any kind that they could possibly win, don't you think they'd be fighting?
No, are you saying that Priyanka Gandhi Vadra should have come? If Rahul Gandhi wasn't coming, are you telling her that she should have come here?
Like I said, I'm sorry you're older than I am. I'm sorry you're older than I am, and I don't want to sound caustic.
Yes.
But I think the veneer and the sheen of the Gandhi family needs to come over your eyes. Because Mrs. Vadra has been tested here. Please recognize that she was in charge of Uttar Pradesh in the assembly constituency elections.
Yes.
She particularly took interest in the 5 assembly constituencies in Amethi. They lost security deposit in 4 constituencies and they lost the 5th constituency. So much for Mrs. Vadra's political prowess.
Are you disappointed in a way that Rahul Gandhi is not contesting this election? Is there an element of disappointment?
I'm glad that Rajdeep Sardesai finally calls Rahul Gandhi a disappointment.
No, I'm asking, are you disappointed? Are you disappointed? That's all that we have on this special coverage coming to you from the Amethi-Rai Bareli road that we are on our way to Lucknow. As we try and track every political move in this big election season. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned. Plenty more on India Today.